Let's explore the power of self-love and meditation in relationships. Let us begin by considering interdependence. Everything we do, everything we say, everything we choose has an effect on our relationships, whether those relationships are vocational, platonic, or intimate. Perhaps that is why 50% of the Buddha's Eightfold Path pertains to loving kindness. Knowing that our choices, utterances, and deeds will impact the quality of our relationship with our significant other, our boyfriend, or girlfriend, or what have you. It's not enough to love. That love must translate into communication, not just verbal, but nonverbal communication that will make the other person feel loved, respected, important, or not. So, therefore, personal performance is important. The key to know what to do, what to say, how to do it, and when to do it is living from the flow state. How does this correlate with self-love? Well, self-love is more than a euphemism for masturbation. Self-love is more than just telling yourself positive things. Self-love is meeting your own needs. Really mundane things you already know. Things like getting enough quality sleep. Things like getting fresh air, sunshine, exercise. Things like eating the food that our species has evolved to thrive upon. All these variables will affect our emotion, will affect our lucidity, will affect our creativity, will affect our sensitivity towards others. One of the most important facets of our self-love strategy needs to be the cultivation of the flow state. The flow state is not based on belief. It's not based on philosophy. It's based on actual neurological pathways in our central nervous system. What is the most efficient way to access those neurological pathways on a consistent and therapeutic basis? A consistent and correct practice of mindfulness and meditation at least once every 12 hours or so. That's right. Meditation can not only be the cornerstone of our self-love, but of our very relationships themselves. I do look forward to chanting and meditating with you after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I've spent more than 8 hours a day, every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each sect of Buddhism so that you will not have to. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. Looks like we're having less than perfect bandwidth right now. If you have any difficulties, please let me know. This evening's practice could be described as Easy Tantra, composed by Dujum Lingpa many years ago, translated into English under the supervision of the late Chagdud Tulku, adapted and amplified by yours truly. The first exercise in the category of bliss and letting go would be calling the Lama from afar. Please chant with me. Almighty Lama, please come to this crown, O infallible constant protector who knows all Dharma things. Whether we call it Satipasati, Proto-Zen, Shanjana, Mahamudra, Mahasandhi, Ati-Yoga, Dzogchen, or Treksho, it's all just mindfulness and meditation. Every time we inhale, we evolve to effortlessly access the sympathetic nervous system, which evolved not to concentrate, but to merely perceive vulnerably, passively, viscerally, and randomly. Yes, vulnerability is the price of mindfulness, and the reason why this set of meditational archetypes are depicted as naked. Just like a metronome, every time we notice our bodies breathing in, we could silently and mentally recite these 12 syllables of observation, perceiving this very turbulent play of mind. And every time we notice our body exhaling, we could silently and mentally recite, relaxing into mind's non-graspable nature. We could do this from 8 to 9 rounds. But how are you going to count 8 to 9 rounds on 4 fingers and 1 thumb? Consider, if you will, your left palm. Upon each finger, there are 3 sets of creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you want, you could advance your left thumb during each inhalation. I like to call this Bengali crease counting. Mindfulness is the 7th fold of the Buddha's 8-fold path. Let's chant. I could be like the Lama, the archetype of right view and right wish. For I too can master awareness and letting go. Together. It is extremely difficult to find such freedom and opportunities as we have. It is extremely difficult to find such freedom and opportunities as we have. It is extremely difficult to find such freedom and opportunities as we have. Just had a dreadful thought. Let's check those sound levels real quick. Testing, testing. Wunderbar. Das ist wunderbar. In review, we evolved during each inhalation care of our sympathetic nervous system, we evolved to notice sights, sounds, sensations, flavors, scents, and the like. We evolved to notice emotions, intentions, thoughts, memories, and imaginings. Now let's consider meditation, the eighth fold of the Buddha's eightfold path. Every time we exhale, whether we know it or not, we are accessing our parasympathetic nervous system, which evolved to physically relax as well as mentally release. So now, let us graduate from 12-syllable exercises to our first of two 3-syllable exercises. During your inhalation, please silently and mentally recite sitting tall. That's reminding our bodies to generate a vertical traction between our tajas and our kepe, as if pulling our head out of a warm, dark place we sometimes keep it. During our exhalation, please silently and mentally recite the 3-syllable verb relaxing. Together. Being impermanent, everyone who was born will die. Being impermanent, everyone who was born will die. Being impermanent, everyone who was born will die. A fringe benefit. Well, let's go back for a second. When we concentrate, when we actively concentrate and actively contemplate, our blood collects at the amygdala at the bottom of our limbic system, which functions as a seat of anxiety and aggression. But now for some good news. When we replace concentration with passive mindfulness, when we replace active contemplation with passive meditation, our blood shifts from our cranky amygdala to our empathetic anterior cingulate gyrus, which explains why the Dzogchen Lamas insist that the highest love comes not from contrived contemplation, but is the spontaneous outpouring of mindfulness and meditation. It also explains why our couple of meditators are depicted as beautiful. During our inhalation, please silently and mentally recite, notice this. During our exhalation, please continue to silently and mentally recite the 3-syllable verb relaxing. The results of our virtuous and harmful actions are inevitable. The results of our virtuous and harmful actions are inevitable. The results of our virtuous and harmful actions are inevitable. We now shift from 3-syllable exercises down to 1-syllable exercises. But first, let us explore a second fringe benefit of mindfulness and meditation. Consider, if you will, the active manner in which this gal, the color of a cumulus cloud, appears to be sporting in tantric union. Doing so, she reminds us that contrivance is always trumped by spontaneity. Consider now her partner, who is passively savoring the same tantric union. This reminds us that not all spontaneity is created equal, and that scattered spontaneity will always be trumped by the spontaneity that is truly centered, that has been centered by our consistent and correct practice of mindfulness, as well as meditation. During each perceptive inhalation, please silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this. During each releasing exhalation, please silently and mentally recite the 1-syllable verb ease, which functions as a synonym of relax. Having climbed to contemplative cruising altitude, together as a team, let us meditate as transformatively as young Luke Skywalker on Dagobah under the guidance of Yoda. Together. The 3 realms we experience as some sort of cycle are like an ocean of suffering. The 3 realms we experience as some sort of cycle are like an ocean of suffering. The 3 realms we experience as some sort of cycle are like an ocean of suffering. Remembering this, may my mind turn toward Dharma. Remembering this, may my mind turn toward Dharma. Remembering this, may my mind turn toward Dharma. From now until samsara is indeed may I bring about benefit and happiness for all beings as if they have each been my kind mothers. From now until samsara is indeed may I bring about benefit and happiness for all beings as if they had each been my kind mothers. From now until samsara is emptied, may I bring about benefit and happiness for all beings as if they have each been my kind mothers. From now until I reach a very height of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama who embodies the three jewels. From now until I reach a very height of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama who embodies the three jewels. From now until I reach the very heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama who embodies the three jewels. To perfect the two accumulations, I offer the body's wealth and splendor of all my lives to the three jewels. To perfect the two accumulations, I offer the body's wealth and splendor of all my lives to the three jewels. To perfect the two accumulations, I offer the body's wealth and splendor of all my lives to the three jewels. We return to bliss and letting go. Oh, one moment here. Dorje Sapa, inseparable from my Lama, is above the crown of my head. Nectar flows from him, purifying my obscurations, Ombenza Sato. Dissolving into light, I'm in my father and my mother, blend with my heart and experience of oneness. Welcome to this evening's live stream. The moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, Buddhist meditation, Buddhist philosophy, or how to apply them, simply type your question in great detail in the chat window. We now shift gears to love and letting go. I could be like the Domly archetype of right mind. I could be like the Domly archetype of right mindfulness and right meditation, for I too could master love and letting go. Let's see. Let's get creative real quick. And hit home and insert and 18 and 7. Now there is a significant chance the screen might lose its mind. I will deal with it momentarily. Thank you for your patience. So here's the secret of transforming mere mindless mantra recitation into spiritually productive mantra meditation. It's rather simple. During the inhalation, we silently and mentally recite this italicized bit. During the exhalation, we physically relax as best we can while striving to chant these 12 syllables 4 times per breath. Om Benza Sato Hung 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 Om Benza Sato Hung. During our inhalation, we could notice effortlessly and vulnerably, as silently and mentally we recite the demonstrative pronoun this. During our exhalation, we could passively release, as silently and mentally we recite the one-syllable verb ease, which functions as a synonym of relax. So we're going to play with a total of 8 sets. Oopsie, where am I going here? 8 sets of exercises. The first 4 are going to emphasize love. The second 4 are going to emphasize letting go. Now, what they each have in common is that italicized sentence I warned you about. Now, this italicized sentence is rich in metaphor and therefore cryptic. Fortunately, it is merely the synopsis of the recitation that comes before it. So we're going to use, similes, because all complex life form on this planet evolved to think symbolically. Together. May all minds of all beings now be as wise and peaceful as the mind of a Buddha. Of Lord symbolized by a bija one syllable seed mantra hungoti clay drop. So this is not prayer. We're simply using words to guide our intention, to guide our mind, to guide our energy. Om Benza Sato Hung 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 Om Benza Sato Hung. We continue with love and letting go. May all relationships of all beings know be as loving and joyful as a real or imagined Buddha's communications symbolized by the six syllable mantra. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. We return to love and letting go. May all bodies of all beings know and enjoy the beautiful health depicted in Buddhist art of the blissful body of a Yadama floor and archetype of enlightenment. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. We return to love and letting go. May all circumstances or lots of all beings know have the safety, good fortune, or boon. As a Buddha's real or imagined paradise per land of Ati. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever we notice during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable as a vast void. Like the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which, although compelling to the eye, is not graspable to the hand. We return to love and letting go, with the emphasis now on letting go. As we inhale, all common circumstances, our lots could appear quite vivid. Yet as we relax into our exhalation, they could feel as non-graspable as a real or imagined paradise or vati of light. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. Om Benza Zato Hung, Om Benza Zato Hung. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. As we inhale, all common bodies or forms could feel quite sensual. Yet as we relax into our exhalation, they could feel as non-graspable as a real or imagined octopoiatum of light. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. Om Benza Zato Hung, 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 Om Benza Zato Hung. As we inhale, the interpersonal experience of common communication or speech can be quite resounding. Yet as we relax into our exhalation, it could feel as non-graspable as a real or imagined mantra of light. Om Benza Sato Hung 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 Om Benza Sato Hung. As we inhale, we could perceive mind's functions clearly. Yet as we relax into our exhalation, they could feel as non-graspable as a real or imagined seed-suitable hung of light. Om Benza Sato Hung 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 Om Benza Sato Hung. We turn our attention now from love and letting go to bliss and letting go. I could be like the Condor, the archetype of kind communication, conduct, and commerce, for I too could master bliss and letting go. I'm only going to put one number down because I want to save time, but also spark my future recollection. So communication would be 3. Now, the screen's most likely lost its mind. Oh, oh, Om Mahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hum. 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 In the sky in front of me, my bird Lama could appear in the form of Kuntu Sangpo Yam Yum. Om Mahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hum. 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 Embodiment of all Buddhas of the three times, most excellent Rude Lama, I pray to you. Hold me with your compassion in this and future lives and in the mortal. Bless me always throughout the three times, O Mahum Benzo Guru Me Masidi Hum. May I receive all the blessings and empowerments of enlightened from speech and mind. Please place your hands in the puckered palm position before your forehead. Benzo Guru Kaya Wakatsita Siddhi Hum. Om Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hum 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 Please place your puckered palms before your throat. Benzo Guru Kaya Wakatsita Siddhi Hum Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri 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 Hum Please place your puckered palms before your sternum. Benzo Guru Kaya Wakatsita Siddhi Hum Om Mahum Benzo Guru Me Mazeri Hung 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 The Lama dissolves in delight and bends with my heart and or inseparability. Om Mahum Benzo Guru Me Mazeri Hung 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 I behold the true face of the ultimate Lama, the union of spontaneous awareness and emptiness. I could be like the Lama, the archetype of right view and right wish, for I too could master awareness and letting go. Om Mahum Benzo Guru Me Mazeri Hung Om Mahum Benzo Guru Me Mazeri Hung Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung. Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung. Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Mahung Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung. Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung, Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Maziri Hung. So we're going to rehearse the Powa transference of consciousness at the time of death, that we might find peace by relaxing into the inevitable. I pray to thee, protector Amitabha, bless me that I may master the profound path of Powa. I pray to thee, protector Amitabha, bless me that I may master the profound path of Powa. I pray to thee, protector Amitabha, bless me that I may master the profound path of Powa. Now let us practice Cho's slicing offering. I now give my body wealth and virtuous qualities wholeheartedly to all beings as if they had each been my kind mothers. I now give my body wealth and virtuous qualities wholeheartedly to all beings as if they had each been my kind mothers. I now give my body wealth and virtuous qualities wholeheartedly to all beings as if they had each been my kind mothers. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even support this channel. In approximately 10 3/4 hours, I would very much like to return to lead tomorrow's early morning meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.